But I've got to try to be quick with this morning. I've never known. It's the quietest street I've ever lived in. And it's so noisy this morning. It really is. But anyway, here's Rapid getting ready to go out into his garden from my office. And he's a marginated tortoise. And he's going to get to the size of a shoebox in about 10 years' time. I published this next part of this video to the Chippy Tour Facebook group. So check that out. It's a great group. There's only 1,700 of us at the moment on there, which is cool. Post photographs of your chippy food, anything, chippy meals, you do a little video, put that on there, anything at all like that, and share it with others, get more people out supporting the chippies. And that's what I'm all about, as you know. And that's what brings me to create or to publish this video now that I've actually put on the Facebook group. I love this active tracking of this DJI Pocket 3 that my wife's just got me. I think it's amazing. It's going to have a hard job keeping up with Rapid here, but it's doing all right with me. Anyway, if they asked for me to do a showcase of them, then that would be different. If they wanted me to go in there and show people what their shop's all about, behind the scenes, everything, then I'd gladly do it. If they wanted to pay me for it, yeah, I'd gladly do it. But it wouldn't go as a review. I couldn't possibly do it as a review. It would have to be a showcase. Like, for instance, I haven't done one of these, but I'm just giving you an idea. But I'd have to go in and I'd have to go, look, I'd have to tell everyone, this is a showcase, this is not a review. So it's not really about me giving it points for the food or not. Everyone seems to be trying to cover their own backsides. Everyone else does reviews and lets the shop know. Unless there's somebody else, can you let me know if there's somebody else that does reviews like I do? And I'm going to say it, I like my business model. I think it's the fairest way to do a review. While I was away in Spain with my wife and we were checking out these 8 fish and chip shops, there was all kinds of things happening online. I was getting notifications from people saying, have you seen this? Have you seen that? And basically, it was all about the Food Review Club, charging for reviews. It's said, if that's his business model, then so be it. As long as people are aware of that, is it the right thing to do? I don't know, to be honest with you. It wouldn't be the thing I would do. If, let's say, for instance, a fish and chip shop said to me, can you do a review? Well, I automatically say no. That's the way I am. I don't charge for reviews. I don't even get free food. I don't even take cameras in to the fish and chip shops or restaurants. No favoritism, no extras, no bits and pieces, no staff running around trying to make things perfect just in case they're being reviewed because they see the cameras. I don't tell them they're being reviewed, but that's my style. That's my style of reviewing. But I still think that's the best way to go. It's kind of sad if it's a company already struggling and it's sort of a last-ditched attempt to try to get people out to review them. Now, I think his name's Matt from Food Review Club says his reviews are genuine. He'll say it as it is, and that may be the case. It's not for me to say otherwise. Then you've got other people that do reviews, and like I say, they go in with the cameras and everything else. Is that a fair way to do reviews? It's a fair way for them to do their reviews for them. They go in, they let them know who they are, they may have a badge on or whatever else, they'll have the cameras, they'll get served. And will it be the meal that you can expect? Well, I don't know. Maybe in some places, no doubt. You can argue what is the best way to do reviews. You may look at my reviews and go, yeah, but doing it incognito, doing it like a secret shopper, is that the right way to do a review? You can catch them at their worst. You could catch the shop at the worst instead of, at their best. Well, is that bad? Is that right? Is that wrong? But like I say, think about it yourselves. I don't know. I'm not going to attack Food Review Club for doing what they do. I'm not going to attack anybody else for doing what they do. I think it's each to their own, and they will have a following because of it. And I hope to have a following because of what I'm doing. I'm out there to keep our fish and chip shops alive. I really am, and I hope that you'll join me in this crusade Now, all that being said, would I take free food? You're kidding me, aren't you? Do I look like someone who wouldn't take free food? Of course I would. In a heartbeat. But not as a review. Not free food for a review. There's just no chance. I mean, what kind of review would that be? There was a gentleman, Eddie, his name is, and he had a chippy in Liverpool called Lockhart's, and he had that for decades. He started working in there at 6 years old, 6 or 7 years old. He retired at 66, and I got wind. I'll move on from that. I got notified that he was retiring the next day. So I decided to get on down there and see Eddie and have a chat with him about what he was doing. You know, what he was going to do next, what he was going to do in retirement. Was anyone going to take over? So we got down there, we bought some food off Eddie, had a little chat, set up outside across the road. And then when we were going, he called us over and he said, you know, I've got this. I've been making you this.
Oh, wow.
So what's in that, Eddie?
What's in the same UK?
All right.
But it's on fried bread.
It's on fried bread.
Yeah.
Ooh. Where do we stand, Eddie?
You can sit down it. There you go.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
You've made me one.
I'm being there.
Wonderful. Thanks very much. How good today, mate. So we got stuck into this. Oh, it was absolutely fabulous. And he doesn't do it for anyone. It's not on the menu or anything. So it was a real pleasure, a real treat to get that from Eddie. So yeah, it was nice to actually get to meet the guy before he retired. So all the best to Eddie, especially if you're watching this video. And that's it.